Expense reduction solution video. Change the font size of the body text to 12 points. We always do that in the normal style, as you know. 12 points. Apply the title style to the first paragraph. This is the first paragraph and I apply the title style. Select the text memo and apply the strong style. I already have that here in my ribbon. Using direct formatting, change the font size to 26 and change the case to all caps. Font dialog box, all caps. Select the text too, including the colon. Apply bold and then change the font color to orange accent 2. Apply bold, font color to orange accent 2, darker 25%, this is the one. With the text 2 and the colon selected, create a style with the name memo heading. Memo heading. Now, we have selected characters, not the entire paragraph. This means that we do not need a paragraph style, but either a character or a linked style. Very important for the next step. Okay. Apply the memo heading style to the text from, date and subject. Where is our memo heading? Here it is. Memo heading and memo heading. On page 2, select all the text and then apply a multi-level list with the format 1 period A period I period. Page 2, we are selecting all the text and the current list is already 1 period A period period I period. For the paragraphs that begin mobile phone, reduction, vendor, research, evaluate and utilize, increase the indent by 1. So I'm putting my insertion point at the beginning of the paragraph and I'm tabbing to increase the indent. Alternatively, you could also use these two buttons to increase or decrease indent. Vendor, research, evaluate and utilize. Change the applied multi-level list as follows. Now, importantly is when you select this list, you will not be able to change it, strangely enough. So the best thing to do is just go to the first item in the list and then go to the multi-level list button and choose define new multi-level list. And then we will work with the one that we have already selected. Level 1, number aligned at 0 and the text aligned at 0.6 centimeters. Second level, number aligned at 0.6 centimeters and text aligned at 1 centimeter. Okay. Now this looks a little crammed, but when you hide the formatting symbols you will see that it's quite alright. Scroll down to page 3 and apply heading 1 style to the paragraph's beginning course. Where is our heading 1? Heading 1, teaching principle. I'll just select it here, that's easier. Course contents. Scroll down. Course materials. And deadlines. That's the final one. And then apply the heading 2 style to the paragraph's beginning, correspondence, case studies, reading assignment, telephoning, presentation, written communication, oral communication, and General and Business English Home Study package at shop are downloadable via Blackboard. Modify the formatting of the first level titles too. I always prefer to actually click in a first level title when I do this, to not accidentally apply a wrong style to a different level title. So modify as follows: Verdana, 13 points, bold, small caps in the font dialog box, and spacing after 12 points in the paragraph dialog box. There we are. Modify the formatting of the second level titles. I'm going to click in a second level title. Heading 2, modify, Verdana, 11 points, bold, font color black, text 1, spacing after, which is paragraph formatting as you know, 12 points. Okay. Add a top and bottom border to the first level titles, single solid line of half a point. So we need to go to our heading 1 again. Format, border, we select half a point and we click in the preview window for a top and a bottom border. You can also just use these buttons to turn the border on or off. Okay. Now delete all unnecessary paragraph marks. You can do this manually now, because you will learn later how you can do part, or at least part of this, automatically. I'm using the delete button. You can also do this using the backspace button. All the unnecessary paragraphs. And the 2 final ones. Modify the numbering of the titles. So multi-level list. I also prefer to always click in the first title so that I actually see the number 1 in my window, because if I had clicked, for example, in the third level 1 heading, I would have the number 3 here, and I prefer to start from 1. So they are nicely already associated with the headings, so heading 1 and 2. So the first level, the number aligned at 0, the text aligned at 0.5. Second level, the number 1-1, so we need to replace this period with a hyphen, aligned at 0, and the text aligned at 0.9. Okay. In the paragraphs beginning full term, for that we need to scroll down. In the paragraphs beginning full term, Monday and Wednesday. So this paragraph, and you can select an entire paragraph by going with your mouse to the margin and then clicking in the margin preceding the paragraph you want to select. And I'm now going to hold Control to select the other 2 paragraphs. And I need to set left tab stops at 6 centimeter and 12. So let's go to the left tab stop. Here we have the left one at 6 and 12. Now obviously the text will only jump to these positions if tabs have already been typed, and in this case they have already been typed on the keyboard. Change the formatting of the paragraphs beginning deadline formation and deadline handling into bold, and change the spacing after of these paragraphs to 0. And we can use direct formatting. Also, we need to underline this paragraph, and we can also use direct formatting. In the footer of the document, type expense reduction to the left and insert a page X of Y page number to the right, and it needs to be aligned to the right margin. So let's check our right tab, which is not exactly aligned, so I'm going to drag it so that it's aligned with the right margin, and I will insert, as you know, a current position page number including the total number of pages, and this is my only choice. The assignment doesn't state whether or not we need to unbold these numbers, so I will leave them as they are. Change the font of the footer to Verdana 8 points and apply a 1-point top border. So, as you know, we need to do this in the footer style, which is already selected because we are in the footer. We change it to 8 points, Verdana, and a 1-point top border. You select 1 point and a top border. Okay. Let's look at the result. And that looks absolutely fine. And this was our final step in this exercise.